Hey there everyone,
Hello.
How's it going? I'm Breadmower, I'm here with Bunnery.
Yeah, and it's not a quiz.
And it's not a quiz, yes.
Even though you've got your quiz t-shirt on.
I have, well, you know, co-branding and all this kind of stuff. So you're possibly expecting Ferret here, but she's not feeling too well today. She's hurt her neck a bit, basically, so she's taking it easy and thought, you know, kind of sitting here like this for 90 minutes drawing probably wouldn't do it any good. So I said, don't worry about it, we'll come for you again, because we had a good time last week. I really enjoyed it, actually. It was fun. And I drew my favourite picture that I've ever drawn in Interference.
I wonder what you'll be drawing tonight then.
Who knows? Well,
Surprise.
I mean, well,
You don't
that's
have any
part
choice,
of
do
it.
you,
I don't
really?
have any choice, but you have a choice because we're doing Interference and Chill, which is sort of the online interactive version of our Interference drawing game, where you get to vote for what you want to happen through Mixplay. So we will be shown two descriptions, and you get to choose which one you would like us to do.
Yeah.
That's
Don't forget, we're not very good, so pick the easy one, will you?
yeah, we're not as good as Ferret, so you need to kind of go easy on us.
Yeah.
Would you like me to start off?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Rake us in gently.
All right. Do you want to pop into the chat and you can like talk to?
How do I do that?
Well, on your computer maybe.
Oh, my computer. Okay.
Well, if you want.
Okay.
Or do you want to kind of stay on the camera? I don't know.
No.
Okay.
I can go off to the side if you like.
It's I don't know if Jess has audio on at the moment, so I thought it might be nice just to sort of explain what's happening. Or in fact, well, I suppose I can kind of just do it here. Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Why is it all... Okay.
So just give me a moment whilst I just type a little message into the chat here.
Why is my computer not working? I think it's gone over there. Oh, yeah. Come back.
I was just going to say, Ferret's not feeling too good today, so Nick, and we didn't want her to make it worse by spending 90 minutes on stream. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I was just thought you might like to sort of keep up with what people are saying in the chat, but
Okay. Yeah.
and then we can kind of swap places every so often,
Okay.
if you like. Okay, so if you've not seen this before, as we say, normally it's not us doing this, but we did it last week and it turned out pretty well, actually. I was quite happy with it. So the idea is, if I press this button here, my surface that I'm drawing on here should connect up to Mixer, to Mixplay, and yeah, there we go. So you should see some voting buttons now, and you can choose which of these two things you would like me to draw. So we got a country part of a map that looks like a boy's head, or Children of the Corn Part 2, Child of the Corn on Netflix, I guess. Yeah, I got to be honest. Country part of a map. Yeah, now that I can probably do that. Yeah, not quite sure where to go with the other one. Okay, this is there we go. Oof, that's all right. I've actually been doing some tiny cards, which is like a spin-off of Duolingo for learning non-language stuff, basically. It one of the things I've been doing on it is trying to learn countries of South America and countries of Africa. So I've been looking at lots of maps for the last few weeks.
It should
really.
be easy for you then.
Well, yes.
Can you think of a country that's looks like a boy's head?
Is there actually a country that looks like a boy's head?
I don't know.
All right, country part of a map that looks like a boy's head. All right, let's get some background C in here. I think maybe first. I mean, I don't know. I'm sort of thinking about just going to draw in kind of Spain a bit or something. Spain probably looks a little bit like a boy's head. Well, I don't know. Kind of Spain and kind of Portugal and.
Yeah, they're kind of stuck together, aren't they? It's the Iberian Peninsula, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I suppose that's.
Remember, it was in the quiz.
What, our quiz? I don't.
Yeah, Spain shares the Iberian Peninsula.
With
what other country?
Portland.
And
yes.
Portland, Portugal.
Okay, so what I'm thinking is like I can kind of maybe sort of draw some other bit here, and then I'll stick a border in, and then maybe that'll work. Okay. Oh, okay. No undo button. No pressure then. No pressure. No worries. We can do this. So yeah, as I say, I'm not sure if Jess has audio on, so whether she can hear me or not.
What do you want to say?
No, I was just I can see in the chat. She said she's mostly fine. I was just going to say, hope you're having a good day, and anyone else watching is having a good day. I have been mostly today working on our other little game that we're doing. You see, now I've kind of started attaching this to something else. It just looks ridiculous.
Looks like it's got very big green hair.
Okay, maybe that needs to be a bit darker. Pressing the wrong button.
So what kind of features are you going to put in to make it
well, you see, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a lake in here, you see, like that.
Oh, that'd be like the eye.
Yeah.
Clever.
And then I don't know, I haven't really thought this through. And then I might do sort of like a river or something here.
A river runs through it.
I don't really know what ears look like. I always try to avoid drawing ears. I should probably sit up more and actually look at the camera rather than tilting my head down.
When you're drawing, isn't it? You've got to look at what you're doing.
It is. Well, I mean, when Ferret does this, because she's drawing on the computer, she's looking forwards. But I'm terrible at drawing with a mouse, which I put down to the fact that I'm actually left-handed, as you can tell with using my pen here. But I use my mouse in my right hand. I don't really know why. I really struggle with using the mouse in my left hand. But it does mean that I can't kind of do any fine motor control with it. So drawing is a bit difficult. Yeah, I got to be honest. I don't know why I've kind of drawn a massive chin on this. It's kind of
cool. I like
yeah.
You could draw like a volcano with like red lava coming down. That could be the mouth.
Yeah, but you wouldn't see red lava on a map.
No, I guess you wouldn't.
So I'm kind of trying to keep it real.
Okay.
And keep it real.
Okay.
A country part of a map looks like a boy's head. Okay, so we kind of need some lips on here. I mean, maybe.
Well, you're going to have lips then.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just wondering if maybe I could.
On a mountain range or something. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe I should have done a mountain range. I should have done a mountain range. What do mountains look like on maps? Are they like grey or white? I don't know. You see, the problem is mixed play is awesome, but then people disable your undo. So I can't actually undo this if I mess it up. So
I think you probably can now. I think it's run out.
No, that's the cooldown for when someone can press it again.
Okay,
you see.
so it's still going.
It's still disabled.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, that might kind of look a little bit better. Maybe if I kind of. I don't know. It's sort of kind of like contour lines or something. Right. Look, I'm going to say this now. I'm calling this a warm up because I haven't actually done any drawing since last week when I did this.
Really?
And to be honest, I think I might have spent my entire creative ability on the drawing that I did at the end of last week's stream because it was amazing. Relatively speaking, for a person who can't draw. A country part of a map that looks like a boy's head. I don't really know where else to go with this, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah, maybe you could draw some, fish in the sea or something. Some waves.
Yeah. Okay, little bit of wave,
Embellish it a bit.
I don't think I'd be very good at doing this without having another person with me, even if she's just off camera here.
Oh, yeah.
At least I can kind of get some
feedback.
advice. Now, so what's going to happen if you've not seen interference before is that someone else will end up seeing this and will then have to describe what they think this picture is. They won't see the description up at the top. They'll just see my drawing. So this will no doubt turn into weird green man with giant hair is sneezing or smells bad or something. That's what normally happens with these kind of things.
Could do. Yeah, we shall have to see.
All right, I'm going to leave it there, and then that's my warm up.
Okay.
I've got my eye in and my pen skills going. So
Okay. So you're
I'm going to just
that,
submit that, and then I'm going to do another one, and it's going to be awesome.
Okay.
Possibly, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, and I've noticed when Ferret does it, it always takes ages the first upload, and then it kind of settles down.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Okay, right. Illiterate bandit, not sure how to interpret sign of biohazard.
Ooh.
Pencil drawing of Dietrich Bonhoeffer, bespectacled. I don't know who Dietrich Bonhoeffer is. Is that actually a person?
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure if they were.
Just in case, I'm going to have a quick look for that.
Something to do with like terrorism or bombing or something. Who was it?
He was a German pastor, theologian, anti-Nazi dissident.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough.
That's good.
Oh, okay. No, I don't need that anyway. That's all right. Okay, illiterate bandit, not sure how to interpret sign of biohazard. Right, let's start with the simple stuff then. So we'll go for a biohazard sign. Are these black on yellow or yellow on black? It's yellow on black, isn't it?
I have no idea. I can't even imagine what one looks like.
Yeah, all right. So I'm going to do the yellow first because I learned from this last week because I'm not used to playing with all this mixed play stuff on, and people kept disabling my colours. So yeah, I'm going to do the yellow bit first. I learned. Okay, so let's get a nice kind of.
You can have it black on red. You can have it black on yellow. You can have it black on orange.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like these things kind of tend to be on yellow, really, to be more striking. You know, like a kind of radiation kind of thing. Okay. So, biohazard is a trefoil. Well, most of these things are trefoils, but this is sort of like the spiky kind
of. That's cute.
I'd kind of like to think that. Sorry, Bunnery's actually got some.
Up on the screen.
Yeah. Let me just try that again because I always thought it was a solid circle in the middle, but apparently it isn't. So I need an actual circle there, and then my bits kind of need to sort of come out a bit more like that.
They don't quite meet, do they?
Yeah.
That's a weird shape. Is that what it's called? Trefoil? Like 3 leaves or something?
Right. That. It looked better before. I'm gonna go back and I'm just gonna do the same thing again. Frankly.
Okay. Tell us what you think.
So yeah, I'm just gonna. But yeah, it's called trefoil because it's like 3
leaves. Is that what foil means?
I hadn't really thought about it, but perhaps. But also, like the radiation symbol is technically also a trefoil because it's 3 things.
Okay.
Right. This is a pretty terrible. This is pretty terrible, but I'd like to think because it's black on yellow and it obviously looks like a warning sign. Yeah. Maybe I should try and draw that sort of centre circle.
Draw that circly bit in the middle.
That just looks like someone squashed a spider.
It does really.
Some sort of weird mutant spider. Yeah. Maybe it's been ingesting some biohazard material.
Quite likely.
Right. Let's stick this on a pole or something. You know, so it's actually like a sign there. Illiterate bandit. I don't really know.
Bandito.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, going kind of stereotypes with a Mexican bandit is kind of a bit easy. So I'm gonna just sort of draw some guy.
Here we are. A variety of bandits.
Yeah, I was just going to kind of draw some guy with a gun. God, I'm still terrible at drawing people. Oh, nice, thanks. Thanks. Yeah, there we go.
It's livening up a bit, doesn't it?
Great. Okay. Really wish I'd drawn the hands first now. Okay, so what can we do here? Can't really do anything else. Oh, Misplaced Spirit enabled my undo button. Oh, hey, Misplaced Spirit, how are you doing? I was going to say I haven't seen you for a while, but I did catch you in Ferret's chat the other day. Hey, how's it going? Yes, if you haven't seen the messages in the chat, Ferret wasn't feeling too good today, so Bunnery and I are taking over Interference and Chill with my terrible drawing ability. Oh, good to hear it. Yeah. Yeah, I was about to say, I mean, you know, I watch Ferret do this every week, and I still never really learn from her how to actually draw people that don't look terrible. No, this guy sort of needs to look a bit kind of perplexed, really. Like, I don't really know how you draw perplexed people. And maybe I need a hat.
It's all in the eyebrows.
True.
Perplexed eyebrows. Knitted brows, as they call it.
Well, that's kind of terrible.
Have you got room to put any eyebrows on?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I was just going to sort of try and do a hat on this guy as well.
Oh, okay. Oh, is that his moustache? Awesome.
Yeah, this is rubbish. Never mind. It'll be fine. Oh, hey, Z-Jack, how are you doing? Yeah. To be honest, drawing is my weakness,
yeah.
which, as a person who has been developing a drawing game for just under 9 years, that's kind of shameful, really.
We should get Z-Jack to do this, because she's a much better drawer than we are.
True. Well, I gather that Z-Jack was doing a stream on Sunday night, maybe. Yeah. But it had, it was kind of at the point where I get a bit tired after the quiz.
Oh, yeah.
And so I hang around in the chat for a bit, and then I'm like, I need to go have a sit down and just chill out. So unfortunately, I missed you. Oh. But yes, we'll definitely catch you next time. Because you know we're all about getting inspiration from people drawing.
Yeah, especially good drawers.
Yeah, well,
you can learn from them.
yeah. I mean, I need to kind of learn from people. Let's sort of give this guy a hand. I might just, yeah, well, you know.
You got colours back.
Yes. A nice person. I think it was Misplaced Spirit gave me some colours back. Z-Jack had a little play around with it, see how it worked. Yeah, I mean, we need to, now people are actually using this, I think we maybe need to kind of flesh it out a bit more, maybe make the documentation a bit better, because it's kind of, it's not quite a beta, but
not many people
it's not
use
polished.
It yet, have they, really?
Yeah. But we'd love to see more people using it.
Yeah, it's great.
I was thinking maybe we should kind of like set up like a team on Mixer, so you could see like people who draw.
Yeah, the interferons.
Perhaps.
Team interferon.
I should say, if you've only just got here, Bunnery's sat with me off camera, although she is mic'd up, so that's why you can hear her.
Sorry.
I was going to try and do a question mark, and then that sort of came out really weirdly. That last question mark is a bit rubbish, isn't it?
Ooh, lots of question marks there.
I think that kind of works. Yeah, I'm kind of pleased with that. I don't know if I can kind of improve on that, really. So I might kind of go for that. You can see my drawings are a lot simpler than Ferret's, really, because she's got background colour and incidental details and all that, and I'm like biohazard sign, bandit, well, guy with a gun. That's as close as I get to that, and that's about it, really.
He doesn't have his bandit face mask on.
That would have been a really obvious thing to do, wouldn't it? I didn't think. Do you want to have a go at something here?
How many have you done?
I've done 2.
You've done 2? Oh, okay, yeah. I better do some then, yeah.
All right, let me just swap over here, because I should be able to say, no, not Ferret. Bunnery, there we go.
Do I get to sit in the chair? Sit in the chair?
Well, I'll tell you what, shall I roll over to this side?
Yeah, you can stay on camera if you like.
Okay, well, I just thought maybe you should say something too.
Hi.
Oh, hang on, maybe I should. There you go. It's Bunnery.
It's me. I'm going to do a drawing. So we go for interactive. Then
that's the one, and then you need to hit the orange one.
I'm doing what? I'm doing orange one. Yeah. Interference. Ooh, connecting to mixed plates. Exciting. Will it work? Okay. What shall I draw next? Need a red eye or a blue eye? Eye to eye at Fred's eyes. What is that about? Children of the Corn, Part 2. Children of the Corn, I know. What is Child of the Corn? What is
Well,
that?
Children of the Corn, that was a film, wasn't it, I think?
I don't know. What was it about? I hope no one picks that.
Is that not the one with the kids with the blue eyes?
I don't know.
And, like, they were possessed, or they were aliens, or they were evil, or something?
No idea. I
don't
think
know.
I've seen it. Is it on Netflix? Who knows? Oh, look, I get to draw the red eye at Fred's eyes. I'm guessing this is a shop then. What do you think?
Why not?
Yeah, it's the purple shop. Let's just draw a nice back. Ooh, I like drawing on here, it's cool. I usually draw with like a touchpad or a mouse.
Yeah,
Like,
you tend to use like an iPad with a little rubbery stylus thing.
Oh yeah, my stylus. This is much more pointy, isn't it? When you're using a surface, it's much more posh.
Yeah, I mean, occasionally Microsoft would say to us, like, do you want to do this with Windows Ink? So we could do, like, all fancy pens and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But part of what we're trying to do is make it consistent across all of the different platforms. So if we had all fancy pens and rulers and things for a Surface, we wouldn't be able to do that on, like, iPad and web and Android. So...
Well, I still got to do...
Yeah, no one's trolled you yet.
I know, everyone's nice to me.
Oh, someone's just pressed something though. I can't see what that is.
Don't press anything.
Hey, Anthony, disabled your undo button.
Oh, that's a bit rude.
Hey, Anthony.
You've only
how's
just
it
got
going?
here and you're already causing problems. How rude.
Someone else did something.
I've got very few. Oh, thank
Mr.
you,
Tapestry
Mr.
as well.
Oh, it's
Hey
nice
there, both
to
of
see
you. Yeah, if you missed the chat up above, Ferret's sort of got a bit of a bad neck, so we didn't want to make her sit in front of a camera for 90 minutes. So she's just having a bit of a rest. And we thought, seeing as we had so much fun last week, we'd come back and do this again.
Yeah. So I'm going to just say what the shop is called, then we know what it's about.
Okay.
I know it's naughty writing words, but you know.
I feel like it was probably in the last one.
Fred's eyes. Okay, so shall we draw Fred himself? Oh, I haven't got any skin colour. Do you think he could be an alien? Maybe it's a bit,
no. I mean, oh no, okay. I was going to say, I think you draw like me in that you always tend to draw me or you as your people, because you have got a dark skin colour, but you have kind of used that for the table as well, with only having the 16 colours there. Is it 16 or is it 12 actually in restricted mode?
Who knows? Well, what colour eyes do I need? Blue eye or red eye? Okay, maybe we could draw the eyes. Well, we've got the eye colours here.
Oh, thank you for the host there, hi Anthony.
Oh gosh. So we've got like... Okay. Oh, I haven't got any white, have I? Oh, this is a bit weird, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah, maybe I should put a white into that palette.
Yeah, I mean, you should always... Oh, I can't even undo anything now.
No, that's enabled your undo.
Oh, enable.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Let me undo that. Yeah, that was meant to be blue. Okay.
So, how are you doing today, hey Anthony and Mr. Tapestry? In fact, I might just see if... How long is my microphone cable here?
Whoa, where are you off to?
I'm just really thirsty.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't we bring a drink up?
Yeah, well, I'm just going to use some of the coffee machine water.
How is the world of science, Mr. Tapestry? Okay.
Getting a haircut. I feel like I need a haircut.
Who's having a haircut?
Hey Anthony.
Oh, nice. Do you have a favourite barber, or do you go to different ones each time?
I have a favourite barber, in that it's the barber on the way to the pub. So basically, if we're going to the pub for food, I can just call in to see the barber on the way, get my haircut, and then...
I can sit and watch.
Yeah. Or if you get bored, go to the pub.
And wait for you there.
Yeah.
Okay, this is going to be Fred. This is Fred here.
Trying a new one today.
And he... Oh, really? Oh, were they any good? Oh, he hasn't been yet?
No, he's going
he's going after this. Okay. Yeah.
We'll find out soon. Well, yeah, fingers crossed that works out for you.
Yeah, we'll check the next stream, see how it's looking.
Well, exactly, yeah. It is always a little bit worrying the first time you go to a new hair place, isn't it? Just wondering exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, are they going to actually understand what you want?
Having said that, I've only been to 2 barbers in the last
Just true.
15 years or so.
I'm going to put this chap in a white coat, a bit like a kind of medical kind of person. If he's dealing with eyes, you know, he should be at least qualified.
This is true, health and safety as well.
Yeah,
Should
so
probably be
saying,
wearing, you know,
would you like
PPE
this red
or
one?
something.
Or would you like this blue one?
See, I realise now what would have been quite good is if you did it kind of Matrix style.
Like the pills or something.
Yeah, exactly.
In little boxes or something. Yeah. This is a little white coat, like all scientists have to wear. You can still see a bit of the background. I should have made it a bit
Yes,
thicker.
I feel Mr. Tapestry will probably approve of that.
I think he would, yeah. There's like the collared bit and then the buttons down. And they always have a pocket, don't they?
They do, yeah.
And I think they always have like a pen in the pocket.
Putting your pens and things in.
Let's give him a pen or two. A little blue pen. Maybe you could have a red pen as well, you know, to go with his eyes. There we go. There's a blue pen and red
Nice,
pen.
I agree. I mean, he doesn't actually have any eyes. Or is that
Oh
deliberate?
yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting
Okay.
there. How much time have I got left? They haven't taken all my time away, have you?
No.
It's okay.
I thought it would be too harsh letting people take time away.
Yeah, because things would just run out and you'd have a horrible picture.
Yeah, because you could like wait until someone's like, okay, I've got a minute left to do this, and then just take it away and be like,
Uh-oh. Yeah. I think that... Oh, stop doing that. He's going to have green eyes. He's not offering green eyes, is he, in his shop?
Maybe you know, you have to pay extra for them because of rarity or something.
Yeah, let's give him some buttons for his little coat. There we go. So, I was just about to do some skin on his hands, and now he's got no hands.
Well, maybe he's wearing gloves because he doesn't want to.
Okay, he's wearing grey surgical gloves, so they can hold on to that. Would you like this one here?
I mean, I know I said this last week, but actually doing these interactive games where suddenly everything changes, and literally just as you're about to press something, someone will take the palette away or whatever. It's given me an appreciation for like how much Ferret's having to adapt when she's doing this. Because I mean, she's done like 90 minutes a week for I don't know, 6 months or however long.
Wow, is it that long, really?
Probably, yeah.
Wow.
I think she's been doing it a bit longer than we were doing the quiz.
Okay.
Wow. And it's
longer
like
than we did the quiz. Oh, okay.
I think so. Well, I mean, we did the first quiz for IFX Day last year, so that would have been the 28th of June. But then there was a bit of a gap while I actually made a proper system. But yeah, I feel like she's been doing maybe 6 months or something.
Wow.
I don't know. Maybe I've probably got the video, the copies of the VOD here. The first one was it's September, so 5 months, let's say. But that's quite a long time for people to be messing about with you. Although, having said that, the trick or treat stuff only came in at Halloween because I sort of made that on a whim. The voting was always there, wasn't it?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, there you go. Jess gave you your palette back.
Oh, thank you. Made it a lot easier.
Oh, hey, Anthony's got to get going now. Hope you get your clothes back. Yeah, there you go. All sorted.
Thank you. Enjoy your haircut.
Good luck with the haircut. Yes,
fine.
we'll maybe see how you look on Sunday, or if you're doing a stream then.
Okay, what do you think of this then? Do you think that's going to be finished?
Red eyes 20% off. Oh, he's showing some favouritism there.
You can't get rid of the red ones, you see, so he's trying to get them.
Yeah, I mean, I guess people don't tend to go for red eyes that much, do they?
Not really, no. It's just for a little bit of a...
I feel like there's some kind of Beautiful South reference there, you know.
Oh yeah, old red eyes
is back. Red from the night before.
Oh, cool. There we go. I think that'll do for now.
I think that's looking pretty cool.
Yeah. Submit. I'd like to see how that turns out. Can't wait to see it. Uploading.
Okay, there you go.
Right, okay, let's go for another then. What should we do next? Robotic workshop tinkering with this small human. I had to draw robots last time, didn't I? I too like to eat pancakes with lots of sugar and banana.
That sounds like you.
That sounds just like me, yeah. Or sugar and lemon. Nom nom nom.
Anthony says I'm aiming for Sunday if I get back from my trip to Pismo Beach in time.
To where?
Cool.
Where's it going?
Pismo Beach.
Wow, that sounds nice.
I don't know where that is exactly, but it sounds
good.
cool.
Yeah.
Sounds
better than Stoke-on-Trent, doesn't it? Slightly.
I don't know. I mean,
We're kind of so in the middle of the country. We're as far away from a beach as possible to get. Really, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it's all relative in that we could
pancakes.
probably get to a beach if we drove for, what, an hour and a half or 2 hours or something. It's not like kind of being in the middle of America or something, the USA.
true.
And,
Yeah,
you know,
I guess so.
this is what we talk about on Discord, where like we've got some people in Canada and things. I was having a conversation with Amber Hopkins the other day. Well, the other day, it's a few weeks ago now, about travelling times, and I'm like, yeah, 3-hour drive is really long, and she's like, yeah, well, sometimes we go places and it's 10 hours. And I'm like,
I know.
no, don't understand. That's just crazy.
How do you? I'm not very good at perspective. How do you draw like the top of a cooker? How would you draw that if you wanted to see? Because it wouldn't be that way, would it? Let me undo that. Oh, still got undo.
What I tend to do is your vertical lines are generally straight, and then your horizontal lines you just kind of do at like a bit of there you go, like that.
So that could be my top of my cooker.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like you've got that bit, you've got your horizontal and vertical lines straight, and then it's just that bit going off the back.
So this little bit here is like the top of the cooker.
Well, I suppose it depends what angle you're doing.
That looks weird, doesn't it?
Maybe if you bring it straight across,
Okay.
yeah, and then
You kind of have like a big kind of hot plate thing on here, don't you?
now your problem is because you've done that in perspective. Technically, your hot plate's going to need to be in perspective, so it'll be oval.
Oh no, what have I done?
Yeah.
No, what kind of oval? Like that kind of oval?
Yeah, close enough.
Okay.
Misplaced Spirit says pancakes and banana sounds good.
I know.
You had pancakes earlier, didn't you?
I did.
Was that this morning?
That was yesterday morning.
Yesterday morning.
Lemon and raisin.
I'm all about Nutella on pancakes.
Nutella.
I love Nutella.
Oh, that's a bit small. I don't know where I'm going with this one. I'm not very good at drawing things.
Misplaced Spirit says.
Yeah.
I've had pancakes quite well. They used to do these. They bird's eye, bizarrely.
No, I don't know actually. Where are the bird's eye?
But down at the supermarket, you used to get these little mini pancakes in the freezer section, and you just sort of keep them in your freezer, and then when you fancy a pancake, you just stick it in the toaster, and it is like a chocolate chip pancake that you do in the toaster in like a minute, and they were really good. But then they stopped doing the chocolate chip ones and just had the plain ones, and they weren't really the same. I guess I could have just put my own Nutella on, but you know, I'm kind of lazy. Used to have those on Sunday, sit in bed, play Stardew Valley, and eat pancakes. It was great.
You've got your own name on your Nutella, haven't you? Doesn't say Nutella, does it? It says Nathan.
Yes, this is true. Yeah. Did you get me that for a birthday or something a few years ago?
Yeah, I did.
And then, as ever, with anything kind of personalised like that, I saved it for best, and I've only just started eating it because you were saying it would go off.
Well, it's past the sell-by date. Possibly the eat-by date.
It's Nutella. Nutella doesn't go off. That's just crazy talk.
It might do.
Nah.
Okay. There's going to be a saucepan here at some point. I don't know why Droid's cooking there. He needs to be a bit taller, really, but... beep. Oh, what would you have done for this picture?
Probably something a bit like that. Or I would have gone for the easier angle. Oh, you're doing a mullet?
Yeah, why not?
Cool. It looks like Pat Sharp. 90s UK reference there. So I possibly would have just done someone eating them rather than cooking them.
Do you know, I never thought of that. Those legs have got weird. Okay.
That's just, you know, they're kind of like rushing off one way to do the pancakes and the other way to do something. They're just in the middle of turning around, I think.
You think?
Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Hey, come on, this is still like way ahead of my level of stuff normally.
Don't know about that. Oh, gosh, I don't know about this.
I think you're looking good. You worry too much.
But where am I going to put a pancake?
You know, just do a little frying pan and then get a little bit of pancake colour in there, which is sort of yellow, I guess. And
yeah, so we've got, she's like taking off the heat, he or she.
Are you going to do it in mid kind of flip?
Yeah. So here's this sort. Ooh, look at this frying pan.
Yeah, that's looking
cool,
good.
isn't it?
So, if Hypothetically speaking, if someone had taken away your undo, would you want to know, or would that just put more pressure on?
No, just don't tell me if that happens.
Okay.
As it happens.
No reason.
Why would you ask?
Yeah, it was just something that Z-Jack might have done, perhaps.
Okay, so here we have the pancake. Woo, sizzling away. And they kind of have like little marks on like the bits that get like kind of, you know.
Yeah, it's true, because they never come out kind of perfectly.
Even. No,
yeah. Z-Jack's laughing at your misfortune.
Nothing like drawing, probably. This is like the saucepan, the fry pan, or the frying pan, as we'd say, I suppose.
You always say fry pan, though.
Only because I lived in America for years, so you know, I'm allowed to.
I feel like you kind of picked up some of the native lingo from there.
I don't know.
Yeah, I do feel. I mean, I quite like this setup that we've got with the idea of being able to have the camera running on one machine, but then actually we're drawing on a tablet, because as you can, this is a surface here that Bunnery's on, and I think it's quite a nice setup because it's a lot more natural to draw on. But it does make it a bit difficult, kind of having to sort of keep looking back and forth between two machines to keep an eye on the chat and things. Should maybe figure out a way of getting the chat displayed on there so you can see it easier.
No, well, there we go, pink.
Is this some kind of jam or something?
No, of course not. It's got like a little wooden lid like that. And it's got S4.
Oh, okay, right.
Sugar.
That makes sense.
It could be like a sugar shaker. We could like do little dots there, and then you could shake the sugar onto your pancake.
This is going to end up being in the next description. This is going to end up being a salty pancake or something.
Could be, and then we have one of these waiting.
Oh yeah. Okay, I was wondering when the banana's happening.
Little.
Going to get a little bit brown on the end there.
I hope so. And that one takes my colours away. We should be okay.
Yeah, the trick is, as long as you've picked it up, you get to keep it.
Yeah, you get like
the colour, that is, not the banana.
Banana.
That's actually a really good banana.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
I think your pancake making Pat Sharp is really enjoying themselves.
Meant to be a girl, actually, didn't you know?
It's just the mullet.
Really?
No, I'm loving it.
Let me give her like a little pink bow.
Hey there, Super Colin. How are you doing? Super Colin slurps. That looked good.
Really?
Is that the pancake or the mullet? Sorry, I'm just being
You're so
harsh.
rude about my pictures. I know I'm worse than you, but you're not.
You're way better than me.
Try.
Everyone who's been around for I don't know 10 minutes or so will have seen me drawing my whatever it was, a bandit seeing a biohazard sign, and it was terrible.
Look, she's wearing a jumper and it's got like a knitted cuff and everything. Look at that, like a little polo neck. Think of that.
Yeah, I like it. Well, I only learnt recently jumper is just a UK thing, isn't it? What do they say in the US? Sweater.
I guess.
There we go.
Give us some highlights. Look at that. Like lighter yellow. Okay. Lots of sugar and banana. I'm thinking, really, if this is going to be like a cooker, it should have some flames or something, shouldn't it?
This is true.
Otherwise, it's just cold.
You're down to your last minute here.
It's okay.
Okay. I should say for anyone who's tuning in expecting to see Ferret here drawing, she's not feeling too good today, so is having the evening off, and we decided to fill in.
Sorry about that.
So you get our artistic ability. Bunnery's all right. I'm a bit rubbish.
But you shouldn't feel bad about coming to join in the game because this is how we draw, so you're going to be better than us.
Well, exactly. We have artists of all ability levels.
We're encouraging you to come along and
and
draw because you couldn't do any worse.
If you'd like to have a go yourself, you can always check out the game at playinterference.com.
Good plug there. You're good, aren't you?
Well, you see, I'm not as good as Ferret because she has a bot set up that says that into the chat every so often.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
She's into artificial intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, she was writing one for Discord herself at one point.
Really? That's impressive.
But if you scroll down in the channel description, there are links down there.
So this is kind of like a little cupboard with like a little handle there.
Yeah, I think that's looking pretty good.
Will that do?
Yeah.
I better submit it before I run out of time.
I think someone gave you a bit of extra time there, and I didn't notice.
Wow.
Because I was busy talking.
Thank you.
Misplaced Spirit says looks awesome.
Not really, but it's kind of you to say so.
Are you doing another one, or do you want me to take over a bit?
Have I done two?
Hey, you go for it.
Do you want to do another one? Then I can do some before you set up for your droney thing. What do you think?
Well,
how are we doing for time?
Oh yeah, I mean it's early time at the moment. It's only 7:15.
Okay, that's
right.
fine.
I just need to swap this back over to me.
Do you want to be in centre stage here?
No, it's all right. I just might move forward a little bit.
Okay, I might move back a bit.
I was quite comfortable there actually. I wonder if I should tilt this the other way. No, it'll probably just interfere with my overlay. Sorry, I just got a bit of fluff on the screen. Right. Okay. Let's connect back up. If you're wondering why...
I could go over here and mess with you though, couldn't I?
Well, this is true.
Yeah.
If you're wondering why we kind of connect and disconnect from Mixplay slightly, it's so we can swap user in the game, so these get actually allocated to our actual separate user accounts, so everyone knows who to blame when there's a terrible drawing. Okay, everyone going for Sherlock Holmes. Excellent. Oh, almost everyone going for Sherlock Holmes.
Love Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, we played a Sherlock Holmes card game last night, didn't we?
Oh, we did, yeah.
It's like maybe the second time we've tried to do it. It's all very weird and complicated.
Too bad the second time there wasn't.
We used to have this.
Best game ever.
This sort of. It was like a board game, but it was kind of like.
A bit like Cluedo, you had to go into.
A bit like Cluedo, but with actual clues rather than just crossing things off a list. So you had to go around the board. And
into shops and pubs and buildings.
Yeah, like into different locations in London. You got like a little bit of information each time, and there was like a plot which you read out first, and then you got bits of information and had to figure out normally who the killer was, what the motive was, or etc. etc. And it was really good. And then there were like 75 cases, and we got through all of them over the course of a year.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
A year and a half, really.
Year and a half. Right, I should probably
we did all 75, one per week.
Right, so I'm going to try and do. I'm gonna keep this simple and just assume that he is. No, I should make him bend over actually. Right, I'm gonna take a leaf out of Ferret's book here.
What does she do?
She
runs out of colour.
Shouldn't have put that brown down. Oh, curses.
You haven't got the brown in your pencil,
no? No, I just picked up the black.
Oh.
This is the point where I talk about how Mixplay is awesome, because it lets you do ultimate trolling like that. Oh, he's put the colour down. He'll pick that up again in a minute. Disable. Right.
Why don't you use grey and make it like a thick fog?
It could happen. All right. Well, what I'm going to do is just sort of, I think, no, that's actually terrible. Maybe this is a terrible idea. I feel like Ferret would kind of
map out the picture.
Yeah, I suppose he needs a bigger head than a. So, got some kind of arm thing going on here.
He is frying a pancake too. Cool.
He is frying a pancake. So, right. So this is going to be. I can't draw people. Right. So this is going to be kind of my
outline.
This is just terrible.
Banana.
Right. Okay. So. Oh, I don't even know where I'm going with this.
What does a deer stalk look like?
Right. Okay. I'm gonna try and do this grayscale. So this is going to be a head, and then we'll kind of get like a bit of a body here, and then he's going to be wearing a coat.
Yeah, he has a big great coat. What do you say?
And then, I think my okay. So this is kind of going to be a okay. Yeah, you're right. As you say, what happened to his butt? Yeah, that's kind of AWOL. So I'm just going to kind of cheat that and make it just look like his legs are off the bottom.
Well, he'd wear a big long coat, wouldn't he?
Well, he would, and you just can't see his legs now.
You could colour spam
I know, but I've started this whole grey kind of business.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's sort of...
That's a good coat.
Yeah. I feel like he's too thin.
Yeah.
Maybe he's been kind of working out.
Okay, maybe.
I don't know. I haven't got the faintest idea what I'm doing, frankly. I just make this up as I go along. Okay, so let's kind of get a little bit of this on.
Okay.
So that sort of justifies that.
Okay.
That's actually a different colour from the rest of his body. Let's kind of get this in like a little bit of a dark colour here.
Nice.
I've kind of gone a bit too thick with that, I think. The problem with drawing an outline is then you got to either like wipe it out or I don't know.
Okay, if you do with this, yeah.
Right. Okay, so let's get a deerstalker kind of going on here. So, I mean, deerstalker, it's got like a little bit at the front, hasn't it? And then you've got like the actual hat bit.
Yeah. Little flaps on the ears, is that one?
So, this looks like...
MAGA hat.
Well, I was going to say, this looks like Chav Sherlock Holmes in his cap. So, which one was that? That was that grey. So let's go for the slightly darker one. And then I'll draw on like a... Oh no, actually, I think it kind of has... Does it have like a bit along there? And then you have like a flap going up.
Okay.
I think.
Oh, he's got his flaps up, has he, today?
Why does he normally have them down?
No idea. I don't know, actually.
I do kind of feel like that really awesome thing I drew last week, maybe it was awesome because I actually had a reference
picture. Let me find you some Sherlock Holmes pictures.
I think it'd be fine. Oh, hey Ferret, thanks for the host. How are you feeling? If you are here and sticking around, I would understand if you're just having a lie down. I think everyone misses you because they're having to put up with this kind of nonsense from me, and it's just terrible. This is meant to be Sherlock Holmes. Oh, a little better. Okay, that's good to hear.
There you go. Yeah, I think you might have the flaps up. There's some kind of like ribbony thing on top.
Yeah, I think it kind of ties over the top. I actually used to have a deerstalker. I don't know what's happened to it though. Ooh.
You had one?
Yeah.
I've never seen you wear it.
I'll be honest with you, don't know where it is. I don't even know if it's here.
I think I would have noticed it was here.
The problem is it's really, really hot. Like it's a full-on winter hat. It's properly hot. Okay, so I should have done the flaps down because then I could justify not drawing an ear.
Just give him some hair.
Oh yeah, he probably does have hair, doesn't he?
I guess so.
Well,
they'd be short back in time, in those days. You'd have a little bit of hair, not a lot.
I'd probably give him some sort of moustache or something.
Sherlock Holmes has a moustache?
Well, I don't know. Does he? Watson has a moustache. Does Sherlock Holmes have a moustache?
I don't think so.
Ah, pants.
No one do. He's got one now. Or he's just smiling.
No, I think you're right. I think Watson has a moustache.
Okay.
I think that's maybe too much hassle for Sherlock because, he's just all about getting things done.
Yeah.
Okay, I've even attempted to draw a nose on there.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't really like this hair that I've done. Oh no. No, I've done it in the wrong colour. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing here? Making a mess of everything. I still feel like he's really thin. Maybe I should sort of do a little bit of detail on this coat, because this was kind of meant to be a collar or something. It sort of looks a little bit odd. Don't really know what I'm doing here. Well, to be honest, I rarely know what I'm doing when I'm drawing. I feel like I've kind of outlined all that now. Oh, no. I really miss my undo. Ferret, I'm really sorry for all these times I encourage people to take away your undo button. It's really annoying. Okay, so let's just... Oh, I've just done it again. Oh, whatever. Let's just kind of... You see, the thing is, I keep forgetting that the Surface has got palm detection on, so I can actually put my hand on the screen and still draw with my pen, but I forget, and then I try and kind of hover my hand above it and then do all this terrible stuff. Yeah, no, that's it. I forget. There we go. I kind of outlined sort of most of that. Yeah,
all your grayscales are gone now. You've got colour instead.
Okay, well, yeah. So now people have given me some colours back, and I'm like, no, I want the grey. Hey there, HD Burnt Nugget. How are you doing? That's a pretty awesome name, actually. Yeah. We're just doing a bit of interactive drawing here. Well, we're drawing and everyone's messing about with us by changing the colours and disabling the undo, which is a little bit annoying. Okay. I'm not sure whether to try and draw some evidence there in 30 seconds, but...
Maybe like a footprint or something, what do you think?
Oh, I could probably manage a footprint, couldn't I? Yeah. Yeah, alright. Yeah, let's... Oh, thank you, Ferret. You're very nice. Well, apart from the bit where you took away my undo earlier.
Wow, that's a big footprint.
Blue's Clues. Yeah, it is kind of a bit like that, I think. Oh, I've got no undo and I've got no white, so I can't even...
Shrink it down.
Yeah. Now, it looks like a floating footprint, but actually, it's just you can't tell what the camera angle is. He has actually fallen over and is lying in the snow. No, he wanted to get really up close to this, so he's lying in the snow.
That would explain it.
Looking at it. That kind of works, maybe.
Kind
of. Oh, I've got my undo button back, but I've only got like 30 seconds now. No, I might just keep it simple. Let's sort of kind of fill that in a little bit. Oh no, I'm making it worse.
Quit while you're ahead.
I mean, again, yeah, quit while I'm ahead. I'm just going to go for that, I think.
Yeah.
So again, I feel like if Ferret was doing this, she would have done all background and stuff like that, and it never really occurs to me to do background.
She might have colours.
True.
Yeah.
All right, I might have a go at another one here.
Finger puppets.
Pop-Tarts are appearing in the game a lot.
I know.
So we've got finger puppets of two people bowing to a queen finger puppet. That's kind of cool. Toaster sets up two Pop-Tarts on a blind date. I mean, that sounds kind of fun. Ooh, 50-50.
Oh, is it really?
I wonder if we're going to get a deciding vote from someone. Then? It's random if it's a draw.
Looks like you've got your toaster.
No, finger puppets.
Oh, have you? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Cool. Quick, while you got colours.
Yes.
Get yourself a red toaster.
No, I'm doing the finger puppets.
Okay. Oh, yeah, of course.
Right, so... okay, let me kind of think about how to do this. So maybe this is the same person doing it, so your thumb would be on the outside here. So let's kind of go thumb. So it's kind of... Now, I mean, I realise that actually these fingers are going to be covered up because they're going to... No, they're bowing, aren't they?
It's good to know where they are, though, isn't it, really?
Yeah, I'm just going to sort of do this a bit kind of... Whatever.
Where's the queen going to be?
On the other hand.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah.
Right, so this is going to be a hand.
Cool.
All right.
It looks like one so far.
Yeah, well, it doesn't really, does it? Looks like a hand with two really weird fingers. But I'm going to draw finger puppets over that, so no one will notice. It'll be fine. Okay. So then on this hand, that thumb is really, really big. I'll sort that out later. Okay, so this is going to be a thumb here, and then...
Do you want a hand muzzle?
I need... okay. And then I need Well, the queen would probably be standing up straight,
The
thusly,
tall one.
and then all of these other fingers are kind of coming down like this. Yeah. There's the hand, the palm of the hand. Yeah, yeah, okay, right. So I'll just kind of call that in, and then I can kind of... Looks like kind of shadow puppets, where you sort of do a rabbit, however you do that. Right, okay, let's just kind of clear that up a little bit there. That looks a bit more sensible. Right, finger puppets are two people bowing to a queen finger puppet. Okay, so the queen. What would a queen be wearing? Purple. Queens wear purple, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Do they?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Right, so... Okay, this is the queen.
Cool.
Should I draw the queen, or is that like treason or something?
The queen. Well, it's treason if you don't. Can't have an impersonator.
True. Okay, let's get a crown on here. That's going to be kind of the easy way to...
Grayscale
queen. Oh yeah, no. Thanks for that. Yeah.
Oh, queen is a little bit grey now, I guess, isn't she? You can do
this
her hair while you're there.
This is true, but
she's 90 something.
As soon as I put this down, I'm not going to be able to do anything else.
Okay,
so
when you've got that colour, do one of the other puppets. What colour have you got? Yellow.
I got yellow. I don't really want to use yellow.
You can do a yellow.
I've got no one do. Yeah, I feel like I'm being ganged up on here. All right, let's get some
curly hair.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, very queen-like.
Yeah, this looks like the queen. Maybe some bling with the yellow. Yeah, well, kind of put the yellow down. So. Oh dear.
Looking good.
Close enough. So I've got extra time. Well, that's something, I guess.
Well, you could just wait for your colours to come back.
Well, I could. I mean, there's no guarantee anyone's going to press that. I mean, the cooldown is probably about to expire on that. If someone does want to give me some colours back.
I wonder if they do.
I wonder if maybe I should do the peasants, like these as peasants, but so they're all in like grey or something.
Yeah. Okay. Do we still have peasants these days?
Well, yeah, I guess maybe it doesn't make sense for this to be the actual queen then.
Okay.
I don't know. It'll kind of work out.
Okay.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Of course.
So I don't know. These are sort of wearing weird trousery things or something.
Okay. You got some colours now, at least.
Yeah, just messing with me, aren't you? Yeah. Okay, well, I'll give him some sort of like brown hair. You did say some colours. Yeah, thanks.
Long to have blonde hair.
Well, I just worry that that'll clash with the crown, you see.
Red hair, that'd be awesome.
Like red or orange?
Red. Nice.
Cool. Yeah, that kind of...
Yeah, they look like they're bowing. Kind of.
That one looks kind of unhappy, but... I don't know. Yeah, I feel like, the queen would probably have, some kind of... Like a, scepter kind of thing.
Oh, yeah. You have our orb as well.
Well, exactly. Obviously, those of you who watch our live interactive quiz on this channel every Sunday, 7 p.m. UK time, will know that I was about to call it a piece of Eden because, Assassin's Creed, etc. This has probably got some sort of jewels in it or something.
I would say so. Yeah. Diamonds, at least. Emeralds. Still got green, haven't you?
Yeah, let's go emeralds instead of red.
I think the queen likes emeralds.
I think she's got like some kind of rubies in the crown or something.
Jewel in the crown.
I should probably do something about...
Giving her some arms. Oh, maybe underneath her cloak, are they?
I hadn't really thought about that.
That's fine.
So... I kind of need to. So it'd be like.
So strange hand gestures.
So right, that's my finger there. So that. What am I doing here? Right, so that comes down like that a bit, and then that kind of goes down like that.
Yeah, you need to make sure people know that they're fingers, in case the next person interprets it wrong.
Right, in my head, this kind of worked, you know.
There you go. Maybe you could like put a thumbnail and then people know it's in a thumb. Oh no, you can't see the back of the thumb.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here.
Fingers and nails.
Yeah. Now the problem is I've only got this grey really for fingernails. What? Unless, well, I could do nail polish.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Of course.
I don't. Well, at least I picked that up. I mean, I don't wear nail polish, so it wouldn't have really occurred to me to kind of do it. But hopefully, so if I've got that, then yeah. So there are nails on there.
See the front of them, yeah.
Let's sort of do a bit of that and a bit of that.
Then hopefully the next person who describes it will know what it is.
Oh, thank you for the extra time there, Gaming Panther. That's an awesome name. Gaming Panther 9.
Wow.
I'd like to think that that's not just a random number, and you sign up for Mixer, and there's already 8 people called Gaming Panther.
Okay.
Because it's just like an awesome name. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like this just.
Good, actually. I like it.
I don't know. Double jointed fingers, I see. Yeah. Something's
not right. Thumb finger like that.
Yeah, basically this bit here, that line shouldn't be there. Most of these lines shouldn't be there. Oh dear. Next time I watch, Ferret or Hey Anthony or someone, I'm gonna be paying attention. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna pay attention to what you're doing instead of just commentating on it.
I don't know why.
See, now Misplaced Spirit saying the nail should be away from the hand, I think. Well, in my head, right, this is someone is kind of. Oh, I'm stood on my microphone cable. Hang on. The camera is someone's view of looking at them doing this. So they've kind of got one hand like that and one hand with the puppets on, kind of like that. So the nails are towards you. It's just I've drawn it really, really badly. Thank you for the follow there, Gaming Panther. We have this kind of nonsense every week. Although sometimes it's actually with people who can draw, unlike me. I think it's the line maybe throwing me. Yeah. I mean, I don't know whether to kind of hang around here. It's just that line. I don't even know why that seemed like it should be there. I mean, it's clearly wrong.
Some people are double jointed. Don't worry about it.
No, but that just looks like the fingers are broken.
Oh yeah, that's what the Queen does.
I mean, I could colour that line out, but I don't have that skin colour.
True.
Someone wants to press that restore palette button. That'd be awesome.
Not going to happen.
Yeah,
it's not going to happen.
I believe in the kindness of people.
Do you? The kindness of strangers.
Yeah. There we go. Okay, awesome.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Gaming Panther. Right, I'm just going to colour that out. Right, where? Oh no! I get it now. Where this has gone wrong, right? That line should go all the way up there.
Oh, right. Okay.
And also,
two with puppets on, two without.
Yeah, and also, I think maybe the hand is the wrong shape, and it should kind of come a bit more like that.
That's more like it.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks slightly less terrible.
Your seconds are running down.
I mean...
no, you've got a bit more.
This still looks wrong. Right, I'm just going to quickly...
Have you got the time?
I don't know, hopefully.
So you need to like put a line down the thumb.
Right, hold up. So that has to go like that. Oh, no, that's too big. Right, like that.
Yeah.
Like that.
Really?
Well, I think that looks better.
Yeah. Kind of.
Oh dear. So for anyone who hasn't played Interference before, this is our drawing and describing game that we've been running for nearly 9 years, and I still can't draw to save my life. You'd think I would kind of have learned a bit by now. Right, I think that is maybe better. That doesn't look crazy.
That's good.
I mean, it still doesn't look right.
I think they'll get it from that. The next person.
I tell you what, maybe it is the nails kind of throwing it off a little bit because they're a bit too thick. Because you'd be seeing the nail from the side.
Right, yeah, I guess so. Oh yeah.
So let's kind of.
Maybe that's more like it.
I don't know. Oh, thank you for the link there, Ferret. Yeah, you see, I'm not as organised as you. I should teach our bot to... Oh, I've run out of time. That's why I can't draw on there. I should get our bot to actually link up the game like you do, because you're really on the case. But yeah, if you'd like to have a go at this yourself, playinterference.com.
You couldn't be any worse than us, so you might as well have a go.
And as I say, I've been doing this for, well, it'll be 9 years in June.
In June.
And I'm still terrible. Oh, it's funny stuff. All right, let's just save that before something terrible happens. I should say, we have a big variety of different drawing levels here. So
just have a look. There's kind of cartoony ones at the beginning.
Yeah, so this is what Lynette 625.
Lynette's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
And Mint's really
Mint,
good too.
Mint down
Mint
here.
stuff,
That's pretty cool. Oh, here you go. This is a flashback one from mine. From 5.5 years ago, I drew the head only of a giraffe, zebra, and lion. My drawing ability hasn't really improved since then. Oh, that's like Dr. Zaius, isn't it?
Yeah, Planet of the Apes, isn't it?
So, I've got a good Cartman there.
Cartmans are brilliant, don't they? Number Hoover.
So these are just some of the popular ones.
Yeah.
This one here. This was an IRL drawing where some games you can draw in real life, with pen, pencil, paint, whatever you fancy. Yeah. Then take a picture and put it in, and we sometimes get amazing things like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, here we go. This is one of Bunnery's drawings from last week.
Yeah, this is on the stream last week, wasn't
it? In fact, what I should do is just pull up the details of one of these.
Oh, is that the one that you drew last week then?
Oh, sorry, getting a slow internet day here for some reason. Kind of assuming this will actually load at some point. Let me just refresh that.
Refresh the page. And there we go. It's coming. It's worth waiting for, isn't it?
Yeah, ironically, we don't really use wireless stuff in our office here because everything's wired, apart from my Surface. I should. All right, I'll grab the one that I did last week. And then nothing loads. Yeah, this is an amazing demo. Here we go. So this is an example of what a game looks like. Someone started something off saying, logic is a wreath of flowers that look pretty but smell bad. Next person saw that description, drew this. Makes sense, yeah, wreath. Christmas logic. The next person just saw the picture and had to figure out what it was. So Christmas logic. I assume this is sort of like Mary and Jesus, perhaps. Has turned into stuff your face.
Yeah.
And
it
it gets gradually more and more messed up. Chilly sitcom. So I drew the sort of like the intro of Friends.
That's awesome, isn't it?
But with some snowflakes and a frozen fountain. This is literally my favourite drawing I've ever done in the game.
Yeah.
But it turned into people doing a parody of a Simpsons couch gag. and eventually ended up being Marge and shadow form Homer Simpson. So we got to that from logic is a wreath of flowers that look pretty but smell bad.
There you go.
So yeah, there you go.
So you could be presented with any kind of weird description, and you have to draw it.
And it gets all confusing. And so we have these like interactive streams every week. It's normally Ferret doing it, as you can see from our little advert on there. But she's not been feeling too good today, so is just in the chat and letting us have a go.
Yeah.
Do you want to have a go?
I go.
Okay. Let me just switch it over to you so it finds games for you. There we go.
I'll
let you have that.
Oh, thank you. Whoa, okay. Are we ready? Let me press the button and see what interference.
So we have a slightly more complicated setup here because we're drawing on a surface that's then broadcasting out.
Okay, here. Pencil drawing of Dietrich Bonhoeffer keeps popping up, and a robot in a workshop tinkering with his small human creation.
I like the robot one. That sounds good.
Do you? But I drew a robot last time.
Well, then you've got experience of drawing robots.
Oh, that's true. And it's easier to draw than an actual person's face, I guess.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm not very good with portraits.
So we've been adding all these interactive features into the game for when streaming on Mixer. So things like this audience vote here.
It's written down.
It's not going to swing the other way at all, is it?
No, it's a robot.
Unanimous.
In a workshop.
And then once Bunnery starts drawing, you can have a bit of a fiddle about with her palette and things. Just got to give her a little bit of time to get started. I think is it 30 seconds?
Oh, do I get 30 seconds without any interruptions? Yeah. Oh, quick. So we're going to have like a workshop. They're kind of like industrial and grey, do you think? So I'm just going to do like a
that sounds
kind
sensible.
of grey background, and then we're going to have like some boxes of stuff.
Yeah, originally the audience could start messing with you immediately, but as I say, after watching Ferret do it for 5 months, people would kind of jump in immediately and start messing about, and it was a bit harsh. You couldn't do anything at all.
Okay, so Mr. Robot.
I need to get some interference mugs, I think.
Yeah, you should. What do robots look like? What have I seen in robots?
You could do the one out of Lost in Space. Danger, Will Robinson.
I don't know what he looked like.
He was kind of all rounded. Beep. Or Bender out of Futurama. You don't watch Futurama.
No. Anyway, this is a lady robot.
Oh, okay.
Don't just presume the male.
Well, I think the robot out of Lost in Space was kind of genderless, really.
Really? How unfortunate.
I think, was it just called Robot, or was that what Robbie the Robot's from? No, that was something else, wasn't it?
I don't know.
I don't know, all kind of blurs into one.
Ooh. I do like a big robot body.
Just looking back at the chat, this discussion of me trying to draw fingers. Double jointed fingers, I see.
Yep. They're admiring your skills.
Yeah, that's quite a good robot, I think.
Is that?
Are you going for sort of like the articulated arm kind of thing?
Yeah, because it's got
See, that's a bit like what the robot in Lost in Space looked like. It had sort of like, spheres kind of joined together.
Did it?
Its arms. I think, I don't know, I never really watched the original that much. Sorry, I'm leaning out of the camera there.
Just going to do kind of like pincery things at the end to kind of grab things. That's cool.
I think you're channeling that robot, though.
I'm kind of liking him. He's cool.
I thought you said it was a she-robot.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Yeah, maybe. Don't you find that robots always have like a little screen on their tummies?
Well, this is true. I have just realised that the description does say tinkering with his small human creation, so it is supposed to be a male robot.
Oh, okay.
But, it's the game of kind of...
what kind of
Game Panther's restricted your palette there.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
It's a lot less stressful when you're watching these things happen to someone else. I suppose, for what you're doing, it's... we're not having to draw people.
Not too bad, is it?
Yeah. I do feel like the main thing about... Yeah, that's pretty cool, actually. I like that.
I don't know what's going on there.
The main thing with losing your palette is if you're drawing people, you lose a lot of kind of decent kind of like hair colours and clothing colours and skin colours and things.
Yeah.
But for robots, you can just go crazy and do whatever.
I guess so, yeah. So these are like boxes of like arms.
Box full of arms.
Yeah. And legs. If only I had like a colour that I could use for my legs.
Well, yeah, it is a small human creation.
Yeah. So maybe we could put this human creation in some kind of clothing.
You see, what you could have done here is if you'd done the boxes a different colour, you could have used that as a skin colour.
Oh, could I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Anyway.
Difficult. I mean, or you could have like, orange, and then just say that they've got fake tan.
No, I'm not drawing Donald Trump. No serious robot would make a Donald Trump, would they?
There you go. Ferret's giving you a palette back. Robot looks awesome, Miss Play Spirit says.
Oh, thank you. I feel he's better than my pancakes.
It's a cool robot, that.
Yeah, he is cool. Okay, so we'll do a little torso now of this person because we haven't quite got the arms on yet. Like a little face there. So I think in his hand he'll be holding an arm. Maybe he's got one arm on, but he hasn't got the other.
Yeah, it kind of shows what's occurring there, really. Then
hopefully, he's got one arm on here. He's thinking, this one's a bit fat. He needs a thinner one. But drawing some feet. He's not like floating off the floor. There we go. I wonder how far he's got with his face. Maybe we can draw a little face. Ooh.
Yeah, it's if you're long pressing it, thinks you're trying to right click. One day I'll add Mixplay into the actual Windows app, so that kind of stuff doesn't happen. But for technical reasons, it's a bit awkward at the moment. I like that. Is this guy turned off, as it were, while he's still being built, or is he like, why haven't I got an arm yet?
Yeah, he's quite sentient, I think, really. Yeah, he's like, what's going to happen next?
Yeah, well, Ferret's calling what's going to happen next in interference.
What's that?
Robot steals human arms to store in boxes.
Yeah, you could interpret it that way, I guess.
Now, you see the interesting thing there, and this kind of allows me to segue into something else. The way that I said that was almost kind of like a, news at 10 kind of thing, because we've been fiddling about with newspaper headlines today as part of our other game that we're working on at the moment, Rogue Drones. Which, if you're interested in seeing a little bit of that, I may have a little, not quite a dev stream, because I might not actually do any work on it, but a little bit of alpha playtesting after this, if you want to stick around once we are done here.
After I've done this.
It'll make sense at the time, but our game over screen is a newspaper, so we've been kind of writing newspaper headlines, and so I've been kind of saying things in my, robot rips limbs from humans.
Maybe he's got like two. He's got like this one here, which is really small. He's wondering which one to use.
I mean, one of the things with drawing is you get to the point where you've put in quite a lot of effort, like, what have you done here, like 7.5 minutes? And then sometimes you think like, oh, actually, I mean, what I would have quite liked here is if he'd maybe put it on wrong or something. I mean, like my hands I was drawing in the previous thing. And the robot's like, this isn't quite right. He'd like stuck a leg on to his shoulder or something. Yeah, I like that. I like that. It's good.
Let's just do something a bit bigger. Maybe this is the one, from your drawing where it's got like the... Got nail varnish. That looks weird now. Okay, so So he's
I think that's quite good, actually.
Okay? I
don't
like
go
that.
Too far,
yeah.
It's a nice interpretation.
I might go to submit that and see what the next person makes of it. We'll go back later and see. Okay.
Are you going to squeeze in one more?
Yeah, I can do another one if I've got time.
Yeah.
Before you get to your drones, man playing pool with cup of hardly inflammable building stuff. No, don't go for that one. I don't know what it means.
Backstabbing Dr. Mad Scientist.
I can draw scientists. I'm good at scientists.
Well, you drew a scientist earlier, so you know you've already had a bit of practice at it today.
But I'm not going to get that, am I? I'm going to have to do like perspective again and draw a table, a pool table.
With cup of hardly inflammable building stuff.
Inflammable means not flammable or flammable?
It's one of those ones where flammable and inflammable are both the same thing. Like famous and infamous. You're famous.
For being bad, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Okay.
I mean, inflammable. Is inflammable stuff more flammable than flammable?
Now, if I'm going to do a pool table, you have to help me here. Okay, what colour is a pool hall? They kind of have dingy yellow walls or something.
When people used to smoke in them, I guess.
Yeah, quite.
That looks quite bright, actually, rather than dingy. But
well, this is like kind of the palest yellow.
Okay.
It's not the bright one. Okay, now we need like a brown pool table. So, kind of like...
I mean, basically, you want to kind of draw it, like, straight... Oh, it's up to you, I suppose. Yeah.
Something like that, and then you can just, like, get the green in the middle.
Yeah, that yeah, perfect. I'm making it overcomplicated. I was saying you could kind of do, like... Does that kind of work, pointing at the camera that way? Oh, sorry.
You knocked it! I shouldn't do it now. Oh, dear.
Yeah, this is the problem with a two-person stream, isn't it? You've got to put up with me messing stuff around.
No, it's nice to have company. Okay, let's get the green bays on there, shall we? Oh, that's a bit bright.
See, I've just realised I actually made 2 overlays here with both of our names on. And then I haven't been changing between them. It just says, hey, it's Bunnery all the time.
Well, that's okay then.
I didn't know if we were both going to be on camera, so I thought, well, actually, yeah, maybe what I should have done is just had it's Bunnery and Breadmower.
Yeah, they have quite sturdy legs, don't these pool tables?
They do, really, yeah.
There's that one over there. Oh, look at that. That looks like a pool table, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Cool. So there's a man playing pool. Okay, another man.
And of course, this is how
They're
the
kind of like
confusion happens in the games.
Bent over, aren't they, usually?
Man playing pool with cup of stuff. Is he playing it and he has the cup? Or is he playing pool with the cup? Like the cup is the opponent? Or is he using the cup to play pool? Like instead of a cue? Oh wow, yeah, that's quite cool actually. Oh, I like that. Are you going to do him sort of with his other leg in the air slightly?
Is that what they do?
Well, you know, like when... Well, I mean, you watch the snooker more, really. When you're kind of trying to lean over and you're sort of balancing yourself out. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, I like it. Yeah. Nice.
Cool. And then they also look at a white shirt. It's a bit like snooker, really, because they're like smart, aren't they, in snooker? I have a little bit of a white shirt there.
I feel like... I mean, I know you've been once, because you went with me and Dan,
Little Dickie Bear there.
I feel like you haven't been to many pool halls if you think they're all smart.
No, I was thinking like when watching snooker on TV.
Mm.
They all like really look really smart, don't they?
Yeah, let's be honest. Pool holes round here at least are generally just full of people drinking beer.
What colour's like a snooker cue? Like a bit like that colour.
Sort of like light kind of.
Yeah, it's not dark.
Brown, beige kind of. Yeah, that works.
Like that.
I guess if you're feeling keen, you could do one of those spidery things. You know, you like kind of.
Yeah. What do they look like?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying that you're the one drawing it. I'm just giving you loads of things to do, even though you have limited time.
Cool.
But perhaps your audience will be nice and give you more time. Who knows?
Hey, thank you, Ferret.
There we go.
I actually noticed someone did something for me. That is like.
Yeah, I should make those messages stay a bit longer.
Ooh. Okay,
maybe
so
animate.
let's go for a ball. Oh, this is good.
I like this.
Boop, boop, boop. I don't even know what colour billiard balls are.
Well, yeah, if you're doing billiards, they're sort of red and yellow.
Yellow, okay.
But if you're doing pool, you have like...
What am I doing?
There's only one of each colour.
Oh, darn.
But there's also but there's solid and striped of each colour.
Oh, good grief. Can I have a pink one? Pink.
I don't think anyone would mind.
Okay, there we go. Those are the ones, right? Okay, so okay, so in his other hand, just like kind of holding out behind him like this, and his little fingers. And he's got like a china cup, like that, like a little handle.
I approve.
That's kind of nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then it's got some kind of flames coming out of it or something.
He's got the skills, this guy, because, you know, he's leaning over, balancing, taking a shot with one hand while holding this flaming cup.
Totally, yeah. And then we've got, like, smoke coming off that and everything.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. But he's holding on to it while he's taking his shot. I think his little arms are in a bit of the wrong place here.
I guess our homework here will be to look up what the difference between flammable and inflammable is.
Maybe. What's that green? Let me just get rid of that bit of his arm that I don't need. No, his arm's gone really weird, hasn't it? Hold on a minute. How much time have I got? Oh,
you got like 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Wow.
No worries.
I'm not happy with his arm.
Okay. Oh, there you go. You got even more time.
Wow.
Is that ferret again?
I could stay here all night and do this. Okay. Let's just go back to the edge of the table. There we go. Make that a bit clearer. Okay, so we've got his suit arm. And let's maybe if I draw the cue first, and I can decide where his arm's going to be.
Okay, Misplaced Spirit says inflammable is easy to set on fire. Flammable, I guess, just means it will burn. Because you do tend to see sort of like highly inflammable. You don't?
No, highly flammable.
Highly flammable. Oh, okay,
yeah.
Maybe inflammable is just the easy way of saying highly flammable then. I wonder if there's a word for words where the in version of it. Oh, okay, here we go. We've actually had something from a dictionary here. Flammable and inflammable do not mean the same thing. Oh, okay, right, that makes sense. Excuse me. If something's flammable, it can be set fire to, such as a piece of wood. However, inflammable means it's capable of bursting into flames without the need for ignition.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I thought inflammable meant you can't burn. It won't burn.
Well, that's the thing, because...
What is something that doesn't burn then?
Uninflammable.
I don't think so.
The opposite of both words is non-flammable, Ferret says. Thank you.
Okay.
I think it's interesting, though. Like, I don't know, you get words like advisable and inadvisable, and those are opposites. But then, you know, flammable and inflammable, okay, they're not the same, but they're not the opposite of each other.
No.
Although, technically, they are kind of an opposite, because one can self-ignite and one can't.
Oh, I don't know. Instead, Tradix is wearing brown shoes with a black suit. That's what hipsters do. I've seen them on the tube.
You know how sometimes I say we should come up with some kind of idea of like an interesting stream that you could do that is a different thing that no one's doing really. You could have like the origin of words or something.
I thought Susie Dent does that.
Oh yeah, I thought the idea seemed familiar. Yeah, I'm basically talking about that bit off Countdown, aren't I? Okay, never mind.
Okay, I think I'm done.
Dictionary corner. I think that's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah. Oh, I like how he's supporting the cue with his arm as well. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, it's good.
You think? Okay, submit.
Misplaced Spirit says yes. I don't know exactly which bit that's referring to. me talking about Countdown. You're pool shooting arm being good.
It's not
or ferret's definition. Okay, yeah, ferret's definition.
Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, that's me done for the evening.
Okay, shall I see if we can actually
That's my picture of Grumpy Cat.
I know, yeah. I don't know why, for some reason, my Surface doesn't seem to like pulling these things up. Okay, is there one of these you want to do a little preview of for everyone who's watching?
Let's go for the pancake one.
Pancakes?
Yeah.
Okay, let's have a look at that.
See how it started. See how far through it's got. Exciting.
Ooh, it's almost done.
Ooh.
Oh, I feel like this is maybe kind of consistent then. So, Canadian trivia.
Yeah.
Okay, so, you know, maple sauce.
Yeah.
Maple syrup.
Syrup,
is it?
that's it. Candace,
gooey young blood sugar, honey, viscous pancake topper. Okay.
Sounds good to me.
So, you know, got pancakes.
You see, that's how you draw pancakes,
Pancakes.
Isn't it?
Well, I feel like you went pro level by saying, oh, well, I'll do them being cooked. I would have just done this like how Crystal's done here.
I really want a pancake now.
Okay, so
Can you pour down some pancakes?
this person they look very happy about getting pancakes.
Pouring coconut milk on pancakes.
Okay.
No.
But of course the coconut milk being white in the drawing, it's then been mistaken for sugar.
Oh yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, I like that style. That's quite cool, isn't it? And then Anonymous Llama had the description.
Wow.
Yeah.
And there we go. Let's see what happens next, shall we?
So, yeah, someone will come along and describe that. And it'll finish off and then end up in the gallery for everyone to see.
Yeah.
Ferret commenting on Anvol's drawing here. This looks like something, and I'm not quite sure. Some cartoon that I haven't watched. Steven Universe? Is that a thing? Like the eyes and the mouth. I don't know if anyone in the audience has seen this and knows what I'm talking about. There's some sort of cartoon at the minute that I see in memes because I haven't actually seen it, but they have kind of eyes a bit like that. I think maybe.
Cool. That's really good.
Yeah. So yeah, there you go. That's about it.
That's it for interference.
Because we normally sort of wrap this business up at about 8 o'clock, don't we? Well, Ferret normally does.
Sorry.
But yeah, well, you know, that's me kind of talking too much, really, isn't it? Oh, sorry, can I just kind of roll forward a bit? I'll put that down there.
Okay.
Yeah, like that.
Oh.
Yeah, like that GIF.
Really? Wow.
You know,
pretty cool, isn't it?
Pick that up again. Yeah, it's pretty close. Pretty close.
The big eyes, yeah.
Okay, so I think we'll wrap it up for the evening there.
Cool. Time for a cup of tea now.
Well, time for a cup of tea for you. If anyone's interested in seeing a little bit of footage of our other game, our new game that we're working on, Rogue Drones, I might do a little bit of alpha playtest of that, talk through some of the new stuff that we put in over the last week. If anyone is interested in that, if you want to stick around, we may have some mixed play integration this time. So for testing, it's all hooked up to my personal channel. Okay. So if you want to stick around for probably take me like half a minute or so to swap over. I just need to stop this stream, start broadcasting to the other channel, and then I'll host it here. So you don't need to go anywhere. It'll just all come together. Fingers crossed. But yes, thank you very much for joining us for Interference and Chill. Hopefully it should be Ferret back next week, because hopefully she'll be feeling better. And then it'll be us in the chat, so it'll all be flipped around.
It will.
But if you'd like to have a go yourself, then playinterference.com. And
super fun.
Yeah, super fun. Doesn't cost anything. Yeah. It's just, it's great fun.
Yeah.
Also, Bunnery and I will be back on this channel on Sunday night, 7 p.m. for our interactive quiz called Zeitgeist. Here is my shirt that Ferret got me for Christmas. It's like a live interactive general knowledge quiz inspired by pictures from Interference. Yeah. So if you do have a go at drawing in the game, you never know, you might see your picture
featured in the quiz.
Featured on the quiz. How cool is that?
I've only chosen one yet so far this week, so you know there are 4 slots to go.
Get in there and you might find yourself in the quiz.
Yeah.
Forgot she made this shirt, but it's got your drawing on, you know. I see it so often now; it doesn't click anymore. I thought I haven't worn it on stream for a bit, so I thought I'd put it on. Right, okay. So if you'd like to see a little bit of Rogue Drones, you just need to give me a moment or two just to press a few buttons. But if you stay on this channel, it'll just appear here anyway.
Or if you want tea, I'm going to put the kettle on.
Okay. All right.
See you soon.
Yeah. See you in a moment or two.
Bye.